ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to the beautiful Katoomba Showground as we've got our under-15s Northwest Magpies going up against the Katoomba Devils as Katoomba make their way out onto the field. Lining up for the Magpies in jersey number 1 is Tyron Avery. Jersey 20, Will Johnson. In jersey 5 is Luke McMillan. Jersey 4 is Cody Smallwood. Jersey 2 will be Liam Hall. In jersey number 6 and captain Jack Lawrence. Jersey 3 is Tyler Coxedge. Jersey 18 is Callan Watt. Jersey 9 is their hooker, Connor Lawrence. Jersey number 12, Harrison Heslop. Jersey 8 is Connor Johnson. Jersey 17, Cooper Burdham. Jersey 11 is Josh Bevan. So looking forward to an absolute cracker of a match here between the Northwest Magpies and Katoomba. And today, joining us back in action is our good mate, Mr. Benny Nash. How are you, Nashy?
Good, mate. Hope all is well out in YouTube land.
It is.
We're here in a very cold Katoomba. I think it's about 10 degrees at the moment.
Mate, it is absolutely dead set freezing here at Katoomba, I'm telling you now. And it's going to be a Bobby Dazzler, though. We're way up in the bleachers behind the field, so we'll do the best to bring you the closest action we can. But, gee, she's cold, mate. She's, very cold.
Yeah, I'd rather be out there running around. So the Magpies are currently sitting third with a chance to go equal second with a win today. Katoomba's sitting 10th. Still a mathematical chance, I think, looking at the way it works to make the 6, but they're going to have to put in a good performance, Katoomba. So, you don't want to put the favourite tag on them, but, let's hope we get a good game of footy in regards to the Magpies. But good luck to both teams out there today. And as I said, I'd rather be out there running around than standing up here.
No, indeed, mate, indeed. And I think what you're trying to tell me there is that the Magpies are $1.20.
Well, I don't want to go wing sides, but, there's a chance. We don't want to go into too overly confident because, we've all been stung before. We've expected to win and we don't. We already had a chat from the president of the club, Matt Hall, saying, listen, don't go in there. They're not underdone. So.
All right, well, mate, let's get this action underway. There's got the coin toss at the moment. You can see the referee doing all the action. So with any luck, mate, we'll be underway in a minute's time. So we're coming to you live, as Benny said, from the beautiful Katoomba Showground. And our under-15s, proudly sponsored by Trademark Waterproofing. Absolute legends, mate. Who's your player to look for here in this 15s today, Benny?
There's a couple of players. We've got Josh Bevan, who's currently in the Penrith Development squad. He's had a really good, solid season so far. Another couple of players. You've got Jack Lawrence in at one of the halves spot. Cooper Burdham normally running an absolute muck there, but it's a pretty solid squad, the 15s, and should be a good game of footy to watch. So they're just about ready to get for kickoff.
I think so, mate. Well, Magpies ready to kick off. They're kicking off towards the west there. And Coxedge with the ball, and here she goes, mate. Well, strong tackle. We'll see a penalty straight away. I think there was no malice in it. It was just an accidental, but there was definitely a lift in that one, Benny.
Yeah, I think so. And I don't know whether he'll be called out, but I think it's early on. Young fella that just landed on the ground. They tried to plant him. He's all right. He's up and about, so wouldn't be surprised if he takes first run, just trying to get some of those cobwebs out of his brains because he just got, pot planted. But that's all right. He's having a chat. Oh, it's a send-off.
Well, he's been sent from the field. That's, to be honest, look, it was dangerous. There was a lift in there. There's no doubt about it. But to get a send-off straight away, I think that's a big call.
Yeah, that's it's unfortunate, but I suppose he was past the vertical, and yeah, he's a little bit disappointed. The young fella, understandable. That's Cody Smallwood. He's just gonna have to find somewhere to sit and watch his mates, but that may even things up a little bit.
Yeah, no, very unfortunate. So, Magpies down to 12 players straight away. We've got to get onto the action. Katoomba with the ball, mate, working their way towards the 40. Magpies looking strong.
Yeah, they're going to have to number up now. 12 on 13, it's always difficult. But you know what? A team with 12 players, Katoomba with a little knock on there. They're always dangerous, playing short. There'll be a scrum here to the Magpies. See if they run anything from this side. Just a knock on their hands for Katoomba and they play the ball.
All right, I'll give Magpies that opportunity, but with one player down, mate, it certainly evens it up. But let's see what they do. They're pulling their lockout, mate, and it looks like they're going to work this ball out to the left. Lawrence moves on to Coxedge, trying to get on the outside there. It's good cover by Katoomba.
Well, as we said, with the send-off, it's just going to make things a fraction closer. Again, with a team with 12 players, they're always dangerous because they tend to number up for their mates when they know they're one short. So first points, early points are crucial for both teams, but especially important for the Magpies. They need to get points early. High tackle here. Probably not a send-off this one. Any option to take the 2 with less players?
I don't think they will, mate. I think at this point in time, they're going to have to play to put some points on the board, mate, because when you're one down, it's very difficult.
Yeah. Just had a weather warning for rain in 30 minutes, Ant. Just giving everyone a heads up at home. That's all we need is 9 degrees and rain.
9 degrees and rain with all this technical jargon out and about. But anyway, we'll be right and we'll battle on.
It's a good run off the tap for Cooper Booten there. He's been big this year. A lot of metres in him. Good run there. I think that's Connor Johnson. Actually, no, that's number 11. Go at the back here. Katoomba making good decisions there. Switching left here. Draw pass. That's a good try there from Jack Lawrence there. Just numbered up. Just ran at their defenders at pace, and that's what a good 6 does. 4-0.
Yeah, mate, we're seeing this on the action replay here. So there's no doubt they're going to shape to go out towards the left.
Just had numbers there, and he just decided to off the left there and just accelerate, and Katoomba just weren't there.
Caught him napping, mate. It was good footy, hands out in front. They're looking for him to obviously run that and then pass the ball, and they didn't expect him to come off the left and go for it himself. So tried him. Lawrence, mate, first try scorer, would have been paying $6.50, I think, on the Magpies market.
Well, he's got a couple this year, but yeah, I don't think that's definitely not how they were going to set up today, but good for the young fella. It's one of the ones we said at the beginning to keep an eye on, so... kicking.
Indeed, mate. Young Will Johnson here with the ball. William Johnson's got the kick there. He's 5 metres to the left of the posts. Let's see how he goes. This should be pretty rudimentary for him, mate. Straight over.
Yeah, he has had a pretty good year with the boot, actually.
And there's another one for him. He's got a nice little style there.
6-0.
6-0 now, mate. Magpie shoot out to an early lead. We're about 5 minutes into this game, so... hopefully a big shout out to Luke Gregory, the standard coach of the under-15s. He's overseas at the moment with his young daughter there in the netball championship.
Yeah, New Zealand.
With any luck, mate, they'll be watching this live and be able to keep a good eye on the guys. We apologise for the bunker in front of us that's covering up a little portion of the field. It does make it that little bit difficult, but we'll do our absolute best.
Oh, we did send a message to both coaches to make sure nothing good happens in front of the bunker. We don't want anything good happening there. We can't see it. Katoomba with the restart. The wingers decided to take a run. That's good contact there from Katoomba.
Great contact from Katoomba straight over the top. Tell you what, he rattled him a little bit there. The centre and the halfback really putting on the show. And another one from the centre straight out.
A lost ball.
And a lost ball.
It's pressure from Katoomba.
No, indeed, mate. They're Magpies really going to have to work hard now because when you're down one, there's going to be some gaps there. So they're really going to have to work hard and lock them up in defence.
Well, just then off the restart, off that knock on, they had 4-on-1. They just didn't see it on that left edge. They still got the numbers there. It's just a matter of they ship hands. They keep coming in the ruck there. That's actually going to benefit the Magpies because that's where their players are. So,
yeah, well, normally young Tyler Coxedge in the centre position. He's got himself out there playing halfback today and a little bit fiery there, mate, when he was holding marker.
Yeah, not sure what they've done. I think they lost a centre with that send-off, so I think they haven't sent out anyone from the bench that's going to that spot, so they would have had to make some changes on the run there. But I think you're right. I think everyone's just compressed a little bit more in. It's tough when you lose a centre because you can put a second rower there, but then you lose one of the middles. So they might have just compressed everyone in over. Oh,
they're going to have to, mate. But anyway, back to the action here. Katoomba's looking to move it out to the right-hand side through their halfback. Lovely little kick through. Fullback picks it up. That's a try, Benny. There's absolutely no doubt at all. That is 100% a try.
Really good kick there. Good vision. Could have passed it. Decided to go with the kick. And
no, mate, but you can see here, they know they've got some gaps. So Katoomba works it out to the halfback. Beautiful pass from dummy half off the toe. Left foot kick. Fullback just got outside. Yeah. Mate, he made the meters, and there it is. Try in the corner to the Mountain Devils now, mate. As we know, they've had a name change. Used to be Katoomba Devils. I apologise to any Katoomba fans out there for getting it wrong, but now known as the Mountain Devils, Benny. So
bit of a rebrand.
A rebrand for the club, which is great. But anyhow, puts him into 6-4. Let's see what this kick looks like. Referee holds the mark. He's going to be 10 metres in from the touch line. And what do you say he's got that back there, Benny, about 25, 30 metres?
Yeah, it depends on if he's going to be there. Yeah, 100%. Tough kick with a righty. This is the young fella that set it up, so his kicking game might be on point today. Let's see if he can nail this and tie it up. at 6-all.
Well, it was a deft little kick from the left footer. I think I called it right that it was a lefty. We'll certainly find out here.
Not sure. It could be a Meninga. It could just be an absolute toe poke. No, he's a lefty. So it's a good side to be a left-footed kicker, actually. Not a bad crowd here at Katoomba. I know it's cold, but I think A-grade's kicking off afterwards, so they're going to get a few people here watching the young fellas play. He's just left that out to the left, I think. Yeah, just snuck it out the left. Not a bad kick. 6-4 still. So Katoomba's going to want to get to their kick after points. Really important to not give the cheap ball over to the Magpies, because we've already seen from the Magpies, they get their hands on the ball. They scored off one touch. So.
No, that's right, mate. When you're playing short, it's going to make life a little bit difficult. So they'll keep working, but Magpies will kick off again. We'll see this launched into the air from young Tyler Coxedge, and we'll be ready to play some good footy. Well, he's gone short. He's trying to look for the kick back here, but Katoomba's onto it. Great tackle brought down on the ground there from Luke McMillan. Wrapped up over the top.
That actually probably works to the Devils' advantage there. They're on tackle 2 on the halfway. I don't know. Playing with 12 players, I'd be asking them to come out of their corner, but maybe they saw something we didn't.
No, well, mate, they may have, but I think from the discussion from the coaching bench, it looks like he's pointing to the bottom corner, so I think he wants him to be in that corner, but Magpies moving up there. Good tackle. Cox has just got him there. He was looking for the offload, but...
It's a good run there from their centre.
Avery comes in over the top just to slow down the play of the ball.
Good contact there.
Yeah, good little bump off there.
Well, they got to the kick. That was I think that would have been their plan.
Yeah, well, I tell you, there was a little bit of...
curse there.
Well, mate...
Commentator's curse, sorry.
There was, but I saw a little bit of niggle in there from young Harrison Hefslop in that tackle, and I thought he could have been done for a second effort, but they let it through.
That's twice now we've seen that. I don't know if it's necessarily... I think there's 2 kids out there that probably don't see eye to eye, and they've found themselves looking at each other for two of those occasions. So, bit of stink eye, but that's all right. Kids footy, got to love it.
Yeah, 30 out now. Magpies will play the ball. They're on the attack. That looks like young Buden, I believe, with the ball. Good, strong run.
Not bad hands here. I think it hit his hands twice. He dragged it in before contact, so...
He'll be looking to get that quick play the ball. Lawrence onto Lawrence. Strong run, pushing through from Josh Bevan.
Looks like they've gone the 2-pass approach, just trying to get a little bit wider out of that ruck. That'll be a penalty.
There will be a penalty in there.
It's an unfortunate penalty, but I think they were both sort of wrestling a little bit, but unfortunately... Penalty to the Magpies. Did they kick for touch here, or...?
Well, if he breaches where we are up in this Eiffel Tower, it'll be a miracle, but I'd take the tap, mate, here from this position. And look at this. They've shaped to go one way and straight to Buden, and he's punched straight through the middle. He's up to the 55-metre mark, 45 out from their try line on tackle 1. This could be a great set. Magpies set left and right.
Good early ball there, too. I think that's the second row, but I've got a feeling he's playing in the centres with that send-off. So I think you're right. Coxedge has come in one, and he might find himself playing possibly a little bit of a passing 13 at the moment. I'm not too sure.
Well, Bevan brought down 30 metres out.
2 runs for him in the last 2 sets.
Lawrence again, look at that, off that left foot, and going for that run. He's keeping Katoomba honest.
They should try and settle to the post here, I think. We'll go the opposite the way to I just suggested.
Coxedge goes over the top. He looks to pick up.
Good hands. Avery just got blindsided there. Probably didn't expect the ball to be passed on the inside like that and wore it in the ribs, but got this last tackle there. That's not a bad little ball. I don't know if you want to have it in the props' hands on the last, but it's not a bad place to hand it over 5 out. I'd rather that than a 7-tackle set by kicking it to the cars.
He's a legend, Callan Watt, but giving him the ball on the last is certainly not what you want to do.
Probably didn't expect it. You know what? He's just made that tackle there. So
what a great effort from young Callan Watt. Good run there and a great tackle at marker.
They've gone the 1 marker approach. That might be because they've had a send-off.
Yeah, I think you have to, mate, in this situation. You're going to have to just hedge your bets and go 50-50 left or right, but it's a good decision, good call from the coaching staff to get that out there. So good on those boys, but they're up here.
Forward pass. It looked forward. We can't see it here, but it looked forward. I don't think that young fella was running a decoy and ended up with his in hand. So
and indeed, mate, indeed. So this will be a turnover. Magpies going to have that scrum right in the centre of the field, split defence, pull the lock out. They still run 3-3 per side. Let's see what they're going to come up with here. I feel like Magpies are going to try and put a play on. Here it comes. Cox edge. Picks up Avery.
Needed to go at the back.
I
Just needed to go there, but that's all right.
A little bit of shape had to happen.
Tough to stop. We've got spiders on him.
Well, young Cox has definitely got spiders on him. Nobody wants to touch him, but Lawrence is calling for the ball here. He wants it in his hands. And there's no doubt he's looking for Connor Johnson. Good, straight, solid run back at the post from Johnson.
It looking like rolling subs here. So Magpies have got a card and Katoomba have got 4. So
space out to the right.
Yeah, just had to go at the back. That's all right.
We both called it, Benny. We saw it from here. They've got them stacked up
Still
here.
got it there.
Yeah, 7 on 3. If Magpies can switch right through Lawrence, Lawrence will go out the back here.
Just hands again. Hands again.
Short ball. Cox edge steps off the left, back on the inside. Just brought down.
Last tackle.
And I thought young Liam Hall's eyes would have lit up like a Christmas tree there. He thought he was going to score in the corner.
Yeah, they're going to run it through the hands, I think. Oh,
kick through.
Sure.
Game on still.
Work. Oh, he knocked it on.
No try, knock
Just
on.
on the line.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That in goal is small. Like, that is like last year Tamplin small.
Well.
Like, we're talking 4 metres. And I don't know if that's because there's a giant, big, dirty hill at the end of it.
There is, mate. At either end here, it's a road runner special. You got to be careful, but it is a 4-metre in goal. But anyway, back underway here. Katoomba make their way out to the 30-metre line. Quick tap from the 20.
So that won't be a 7 tackle set because it was a knock on in goal, so it didn't go out.
Correct.
So that'll be just a regular 6 tackle.
Tackle 2 here, Lawrence. The 2 Lawrence boys there working together to bring him down on the ground. That's cousins, not brothers.
Not a great penalty on tackle 3. Discipline's going to be really important today with 12 players. Like those kind of penalties, they need to rule out because otherwise you got to give them a free 40 metres every single time they get the ball.
Mate, there's absolutely no doubt. They're going to have to be very, very careful on the penalty count.
That's a really good kick, actually. That is put them. Don't know whether the ref's going to stop, but I'm going to say at least 25.
Oh, mate, that's feeling like it's very close to 20.
Yeah.
20 metre, inside the 20 even. We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah, that's a good kick from their 7. His kicking game has been on point so far. That's a close to an obstruction, but all good. Good read from the Magpies if they can stop this kid. This kid's quick.
Look at the speed here. Avery there. Just come over the top, Lawrence. Working together, bring him down short from the line. That's
short side on.
effort.
No, not short. Oh, that'll be a milking. You just heard the milking from the ref there. Oh, if they scored, that's horrible. I hate that. That's I don't like it.
Terrible try. He's held up over the line. Mate, just a quick score check. Sorry to deviate from this game here between Katoomba and the Magpies, but we've also got Magpies under 16 girls Div 1 team in action at the moment out at Windsor Wolves, and they're up currently 8-0.
Awesome. That's really good.
8-0 up for the Magpies there. So massive shout out to all the girls. We've got young Rochelle Franklin and Tyler Dengate Manganell, the try scorers. This will be called. This looks like a double movement to me. This will be a penalty. Unfortunately, They think that's a try. That is not a try. The referee's about to call it. The hand went up to the right-hand side. Ball went down. He lifted and he went again. This will be a double movement. Magpies ball.
That is very lucky because I think if he just gets up and plays that ball, I think we were at 6s and 7s then.
There's no doubt in my mind, mate, if that happens, but that's okay.
It's good to see the crowd at Katoomba. They're up in the cars on the hill. All the air conditioners are on.
Mate, it is fantastic. It is old school park footy here at Katoomba. They've got a great A-grade game going on after this one as well. And the crowd's thick. But, yeah.
I feel like I'm at Leichhardt.
Oh, look, I'm loving even the back of the cars with the bonnets up and the blankets and the pillows, and they're here to watch some serious winter footy. So good on them for coming out. But here goes. Oh, no, inside Bevan, on to Buden. Buden plays the ball on the 20-metre line now, working towards halfway. Strong run from Heslop. Lawrence. Picks up Callan Watt. Oh, good contact from Katoomba, but well taken by Cal. Good job, big dog.
They've turned up today, Katoomba. Sorry, the Mountain Devils. They've turned up. I know they're running towards the bottom of the table, and I know the Magpies are at the north end of the table, but they've turned up to play these guys.
They have, mate, and it's good footy.
I think all the Mountain Devils are offside. That if this kid makes a tackle, I think they're going to be an offside penalty. It should be.
Avery shoulders through the line. He'll be looking for a quick play the ball. Tackle 5. Magpies could move this through the hands. It can catch him short on this right-hand side. They've certainly got the numbers. Lawrence goes long.
It's going to be too deep if it gets over his head.
This is where the pressure will come in from the Magpies.
They've got to get him here. That'll be a good quick chase. Yeah, 10 out. Just. Not even 10 out, actually.
Great tackle from Will Johnson there.
This would just be a very simple set from the Mountain Devils, just trying to get out of their own half.
It looks like Bevan and Buden working together to bring that tackle down there, pushing him back. They just line speed here. Magpies can keep him trapped. We see an error there. Referees.
You drop out?
Yeah, no.
Oh, no, knock on
Knock
first.
on in the field of play there, Benny.
We've got a horn moving off here. That's good. Positive behaviour there. Off the scrum, what do you do here? They're not going to have it. They're not going to have any numbers short anywhere because they're only putting 5 in the scrum.
Mate,
to the send-off.
I think they're going to have to utilise that fullback sweep situation. They're going to want to play a sweeping from that short side. They've got the numbers with some shape, so let's see if they can get a sweep line and a block. And mate, let's get this winger into the corner. Here we go. They're just going to go hands, and if it's good hands, he'll score here in the corner.
Yeah. If he puts it over, it's double movement. It's just the same as before. So
that is very smart play.
Yeah.
I thought the young fella there was about to reach out. Luke McMillan, very, very well played, son. Good patience. Avery with the ball now. Mountain Devils swarming. Penalty
offside
there. What have we got here, Benny?
I'm not sure. All offside. I think he called 3 of them out, but
they're 5 metres from this.
Yeah.
It's a very short side. But anyway, there we go. Lawrence will take the ball back to the 10-metre line.
Again, no thoughts of the 2. Good aggressive footy.
No, they're on the charge, mate. You can see boys like Buden, Bevan.
They've got numbers at the sticks here. There's literally no one on the post. The referee's the closest bloke to make a tackle.
Lawrence will take this. He's going to push this ball out. They're going to move right.
Numbers.
Coxedge comes off his left foot looking to score.
Needed to let it eat, I think. Had to pass it.
He had to let it out. Let it out, but the numbers are still there.
Bevan short side. Tough to stop.
Very tough from there. Bevan gets down late. Try.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Benny, that's a great try. But you know who he reminds me of? He's Warwick Kappa.
Warwick Kappa with the hair.
He's got the Warwick Kappa hair. Luckily, he doesn't have those shorts, or that would be some exploratory surgery. But nonetheless, the flowing locks of a Warwick Kappa or
old Marty Lang,
Macho Man Randy Savage from the WWF.
What's his name? Old Eric Groth Senior on the wing there. I don't know if Bevan's a winger, but he's got the long flowing hair for it.
Well, he looks good, and he's had a great season, rewarded there with some Penrith development opportunities. So congratulations, mate. What a great effort. He is strong, and he's very, very tough, mate. Very tough.
I'm surprised. And as soon as day 1 in Penrith development, they said, "Hey, mate, here's a pair of scissors. Go get a haircut."
Well,
it is a mullet.
Yeah. We're just jealous because we're only sporting a little bit of a Devon patch. But anyway, good on the Magpies here. So they've pushed themselves out now. 10-4, Magpies over the Devils. Johnson lines this kick up just to the right-hand side of the post.
He's at about 65%, I reckon, the old kick track.
Yeah. Boom. He's pushed another one over. He's been good today.
So he's been pretty solid all year.
12-4. We hope you guys are enjoying this live stream brought to you by Magpies TV. Share the link and get it out there, guys. Let's get people watching Junior Rugby League. And a massive shout-out again to our awesome sponsors here, Trademark Waterproofing, and everyone at the Northwest Magpies. Benny, it's got a great crew behind us that make things like this possible. And without these people, it's these dreams of these young kids watching themselves, it's not possible. So a massive shout-out to everyone who makes this action happen.
Absolutely agreed.
So here we go.
The hands have gone inside the sleeves. Anth, they've gone in. The pocket's not working anymore. I'm doubling up right here.
Yes, we apologise if we end up in a frozen state, but it is pretty chilly. Good kick. Looking to work down to the sideline here. That's young McMillan. Steps off that left-facing side. I just feel there's a bit of urgency here now in the Magpies. They've sniffed a couple, and I think guys are going to be punching onto this ball real quick. Here we go. Oh, well. Was he square? Could there have been a penalty there? I don't know, but anyhow, nonetheless.
I think he had to because all his mates are offside.
I tell you what, I don't know if you can hear this at home, ladies and gentlemen, but we've got a breakout under 6 v under 12s game down in front of us between the film area. It's a tackle game of footy amongst the locals. It's great to see the kids.
Bevan's just run over the top of 3 blokes.
Here we go. Bevan free. Look at the strength. Look, I'm not going to step.
Good tackle.
I'm going to go over the top. Bevan, Warwick Kappa, unbelievable. Here we go. Lawrence, onto Lawrence. Picks up Coxedge.
Knock on.
He's held onto the ball. No. The sight shed's in the way, but he did hold it. Avery pushes out to Lawrence. Lawrence is going to go high here. There's a chase
Oh,
coming.
It's not a bad kick. That's a knock on.
That is unfortunate. There's a knock on there. The
I know
poor
he's
young
facing
fella.
his own goal, but the ball did go forward.
Definitely, mate. Absolutely.
If Katoomba keeps doing this to me, it's going to end up with a Dumb and Dumber issue on the motorcycle. I'm going to have some icicles coming out of the old nostrils. I'll tell you, it's
She's
cold.
Mate, she is absolutely dead freezing
Got
up
an alarm
here, and
going
it's an
off.
absolute
Turn it
killer.
off. Thank you. Scrum. I haven't scored directly off a scrum yet, but they've definitely made meters. I think they're going to go with exactly the same thing. They've pulled Cooper Buden out of the scrum. He's playing what seems to be a proxy fullback here. I would dare say the ball's going to go to him at some stage.
Yeah, mate. Look, definitely the case.
He's gone in the dummy half. Tyrone Avery there with a good run. 10, 15 metres. Tough to stop here. Good run by Buden.
Buden with the ball.
They've got to go to the sticks at some stage here, and I think they've just put a settler in there. Yeah, they'll be close to going under the sticks here if they can just draw past. Oh, a little bit of a knock on there. Unfortunate there from, I think it's Connor. It is Connor. Not a bad place to make a mistake if you're going to. 5 metres out. (12-4) to the Magpies here.
Yeah, quick score check again. Made that under 16s Div 1 game still. Magpies holding 8-0 against the Windsor Wolves. So absolutely remarkable. So
They'd be in the second half, I think.
it could be getting close to it. We'll continue with a breakaway down the side. Lawrence over the top with the tackle. He's brought down.
Good cover there from Jack Lawrence there. I think this is their player, Katoomba. I think their number 7 is their go-to guy. He's done some good things in attack and defence, but I think he's on a mission, the 7. I don't know his name, but he's on a mission.
I tell you, Lawrence has been busy there. Young Jack Lawrence has been busy in defence today, mate.
Yeah, it's 3 tackles in a row.
He has indeed.
One of them being a covering tackle. They've gone wide here.
Yeah, they've gone
a little bit of shape. But
they've gone the speculator. Magpies out the line.
There. I know Connor didn't stick that tackle, but he definitely stopped the momentum. That's good. Last tackle. I don't think they're playing touch footy now, Katoomba, I think.
Finally got the kick in, Benny.
So the right side's onside, but the left side is not. Oh, it's a horrible bounce. It's
finally picked up, but I think we've had a little bit of a collision here of the bodies. Unfortunately, there'll be a little stoppage in play. Blue shirts onto the field. We heard the damage.
Is this a 3-way head clash?
I think it may have been close to it.
There's half time, so it's not a. We'll get these kids checked at half time here.
Well, here we go, Benny. That was the first half. It's been electrifying. I have to be honest, Magpies holding well. They've set themselves here at 12-4 with the lead, but it's been a valiant effort from the Devils, and Magpies 1 player down. It's a hard pill to swallow.
It is. So 12-4, it's probably not what the Magpies expected to be in a situation at halftime. They're sitting on the table, but it's a true test to the Mountain Devils that they've come to play footy, and the Magpies have just got to either score a hell of a lot more points now, or they're just going to have to hold on because they're going to be fatigued with 12, and I think they've only got 1 on the bench too. So, not saying that they can't get it done. It'll just be tough for the next half.
It will be tough, mate. And speaking of the next half, let's take a short 3-minute break, Benny. They'll do a half-time, and we'll come back and speak to our members very shortly. We hope you're enjoying this here from the Northwest Magpies TV, coming to you live from Katoomba Showground. Kick back, relax, guys, and we'll be underway shortly with the second half.
Hi, YouTube fans. Very quick half time. I think the refs understand how cold it is. He just want to get back out there and run around. I think that was about a minute and a half break. So, Magpies into half time at 12-4. Mountain Devils with the restart. Refs definitely in a hurry with the restart. Magpies to receive. Magpies will start tackle 1 on their 30. Early points in the second half going to be crucial for both teams. The Devils need to score early to put the pressure back on the Magpies, and Magpies need to score early because they're going to be fatigued at the end of the day with only 12 players on the field and 1 on the bench. Good set of 6 so far for the Magpies. There have been some changes at halftime. Unfortunately, I don't know who they are. Magpies tackle 4, just getting to halfway now. Good shape out the back there. Coxie just got tripped up then. Last tackle. No winger on the left side as of yet. It's a nice high kick there. Pressure on the winger. A lot of pressure on the winger. You struggle to get out here, but he has. Good job, young fella. Be what they call a red set out of their own half. Just trying to punch it up the field. Nothing special. Very little shave. Penalty here. High tackle. It's a relieving penalty. Mountain Devils here kicking for touch. They'll restart their set after the penalty on their own 30. Or close to it anyway. Welcome back, Anth.
Thank you, Benny. Just a quick trip to the gentleman's room.
Oh,
So
the quickest halftime break we've ever had.
I know, it caught me off guard, to be honest. Lucky I didn't have to go long. But anyway, here we go. We're back in the action. Katoomba on the ball. Still sitting at 12-4. Good, strong tackle there. I'm sure that Coach Lawrence down there today, subbing in for Coach Gregory, he would have just sent the message out to the people just to keep on going, doing what you're doing. Don't do anything silly. Keep playing the good, strong footy that they're playing, mate. I don't think they needed to change much, to be honest.
No, as I said earlier on, it's the Devils' opportunity to score first to put the pressure back on the Magpies in regards to managing their fatigue levels. But if the Magpies score early, I think, it could open the door to more points for the Magpies. So it's important whoever scores first, this ball's going to go out.
Yeah, just gone out over the sideline there, mate. And it's unfortunate for the Devils because they're building, and that just pressure valve opens. Magpies can take a breather.
When teams are behind, they feel like they need to score off every set, and I don't think they need to. They just need to start building pressure, and they've got to keep in mind that the Magpies are short, so there could be a fatigue thing towards the last 5 or so minutes of the game. But free ball like this is just going to get the Magpies' momentum back over. It's a good run by Budin.
Oh, strong run from Budin. I love him. It's the blue headgear gives him away. He went with the baby blue, and he stands out, but great play the ball. Strong there.
Connor Johnson, another run. So they've made 20 metres in 2 runs.
That's a good, solid run again. Connor Johnson as well, mate, as you just said. So they're playing some good footy now, Pies. They're starting to build some structure, and I think that's important. I've seen Will Johnson. Looks like he's come into a bit of a ball roll position here, mate.
Yeah, he's definitely closest to the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if there's been a message gone out. That's probably one structural change. Lawrence on those first couple didn't take those balls. There he goes again, tries to go himself, but just wrapped up on that 20-metre line. Yeah, and Johnson just got himself involved. I like the look of him, mate. He's not handy. He's not too shabby on the ball there, young Johnson.
Yeah, I think he's got into it. I don't know if he's got into a true 7, but I think he's definitely gone into a half position. It's a good offload there from Tyler. I'm not exactly sure. It put Liam Hall under a bit of pressure there.
A lot of pressure there from young Liam Hall.
Well, he did good to come in. He could have gone the other way and got taken out, but he's definitely gone in. Not a bad kick, deft kick.
Great take there from the fullback from the Mountain Devils, and he's looking for space. I'll tell you what, Benny, earlier today we were down at some of these other fields. 14s were playing. I was out early this morning up at Turnbull there with the under-9s, watching some footy there. Under-7, sorry, I should say. And, mate, those fields were atrocious. It doesn't look like there's been a drop of rain.
No, I think the only rain they've had in the last hour and a half is what's falling on us right now, and it's only minimal. But
And it is just starting to drizzle, but that's okay. But, mate, honestly, the field is in great condition up here in Katoomba.
I'll tell you what, if Cambridge Park don't get a fine from the council for their fields the way they were today,
Well,
they are dodging a massive bullet. It was
in
like
bad
a
shape.
pigsty.
Bad shape, the
Absolute
midfield,
pigsty.
unfortunately. But anyway, that's okay, mate. Junior League will go on. And, mate, this is just, great conditions here. Field's good. They'll be calling for the light soon. A lovely offload there from Katoomba. He's got some pace. He gets around the outside.
Oops.
Well, what a great...
he's called it early. He's gone the crow. Better put the ball down, young fella.
Wow, the young fella had called it, didn't he?
He just got spear tackled into the ground.
He was high-fiving and yelling and screaming, and the celebrations happened and the ball wasn't down yet. But anyway, points to the Devils. Here comes the celebration on replay. There it is. He's gone early on the celebration.
We might see the old mate. It depends on how long it goes, but he did get spear tackled by his own mate into the ground. Here we go. Watch this. Boom. Straight in the ground. He's done himself an Arrowwood State of Origin 6 or 7 years ago.
Oh, that's all right, mate. They're having a good time. So you did say, Benny, if the
12-8.
Devils are next to score, anything can happen. So we're running 12-8 here at the moment with a kick to come. And this kick's from in front. Look, I don't know the kicker from Katoomba, I've got to be honest, but from there at this age, 9 times out of 10, they're going to pot him over. So this should be 12-10 any moment.
I feel for young Connor Lawrence. He actually made a good attempt trying to cover, and what it did is it just knocked the kid knocked his hips into a position where he could just run past the fullback.
Indeed.
He was in a position to run around the fullback, but just a bit of a hip turn, and he just turned it up and went away. But, yeah, I'm not sure about the celebration before, 25 metres out. So 12-10, successful kick. He has kicked it to your car, Ant, there.
He's kicked it to Blacktown. And, Benny, we've gone the umbrellas.
We've gone the umbrella.
Would you like to come on under?
Unless the microphone, I might have to shut the
it's fine. The
under
microphone,
here.
you'll be fine.
We're on a sock. I'm all good.
We've gone the umbrella, and it's all happening here for the Northwest Magpies.
I'll give you the tip. The old farm app told us 3 minutes for rain, and I guarantee it was in the 3 minutes.
Mate, it's good stuff. So here we are anyway, Magpies.
12-10.
This could go anywhere. But we'll do our best to keep this coverage going. We've got umbrellas holding above cameras, above audio gear, and we'll do the best we can. But it's great to be up here, and this is what Junior League's all about. It's been a big effort to get to the Katoomba today and get set up, but we're loving the footy and we're loving the kids. So good kickoff there. Got him in the corner if they can bury him down. Well, breakaway here. We've seen him. He's hit the 40, over the 50.
Pass.
Avery looking.
Greedy should have passed it.
Well,
I don't know if I think he'll be run down. Oh, well, actually, he's just pinned the ears back, and he's gone the corner.
Benny, there we go. It's as simple as that. One little error in judgment, and all of a sudden the player can go from.
Yep.
He can go from a great kickoff, trapped in the corner, to scoring 80 metres down the other end. So congratulations to Katoomba on what was a fantastic try. Brings the score now 14-12,
Yeah.
Devils v Magpies.
And the kick was in a good spot to plug them third, on their own 20, but just that one missed tackle, and I don't know, it just takes one misread, one missed tackle, and 70 metres later, we're looking at a 14-12 score.
Mate, let's not forget, though, we don't want to be too hard on some of these young fellas out there because at the end of the day, it is very, very difficult when you're playing with 12 players. I'm not saying that's got anything to do with it, but, they've now well into 30 minutes into this game. It's got to start to take a toll. I'm not saying that was part of the problem there, but it's got to take a toll at some point.
It does, and you'd like it to be the last couple of minutes, but, trainer Shuey would be in there, just basically just laying it down and saying, how bad do you want it? This is where it comes, a bit of a gut check. This is a tough kick for a lefty.
Mate,
we're right behind it, actually. He's at 32% kick tracker. I've just seen it.
Mate, if he pots this one over, it is a magnificent effort. Here we go.
He's got to swing to the right a little bit.
Just short.
Yeah.
Not a bad shot, mate. He's on the sideline. He's brought it out to nearly the 30-metre line, so it's a big kick. I don't have got my Pythagoras theorem on here, mate, but that had to punch into 45 metres on the fly.
Mate, the next time you mention Pythagoras theorem or the old pie, I'm going to go to the canteen and grab one. It's going to warm me up somehow. It is freezing.
Yeah, it certainly dropped. The temps dropped, mate, and the Mountain Devils, it does work in their favour. They're used to these conditions, but
it's their backyard.
Magpies never say die.
Josh Bevan was offside by about 42 metres there.
He was.
That ball's going to go out. It's going to be
That is a fantastic kick. I can't say anything more than a fantastic kick. That is, sorry, I'm going to say one more. That was a Bobby Dazzler.
That was almost, it almost went out in the full.
It was a strong kick.
It was 45 metres, and
good.
the in goal is 2 metres long.
It is a good kick. Katoomba on the dropout now. They're going to look to try and get some position. Mate, that's not a bad little kick out of them. Ball's gone across to Young Hall. He's working back towards the middle of the field. Comes off the left foot trying to find some space. Takes the tackle.
Good place to start. Tackle one in the middle of the field.
Oh, mate.
Options both sides.
Hall got him
now.
into good positions there. Avery on the ball. Takes that little dart.
Markers were lazy there.
Yeah, took advantage of the lazy marker. Come out, bit. Left foot. Straightens up. There's Johnson on the ball. Inside for Heslop. Brought down 12 metres short of the line. Magpies on the attack. They're stacked to the right. They're going to go out through Bevan, though. Oh, back on the inside. Bevan going against the grain.
There by the marker. I don't know if you were supposed to be there, but not sure what the penalty is for. Offside
penalty,
again.
Benny offside, mate.
You take the 2 here to tie it up. I'm a big believer in wet weather footy taking the 2. We almost did it today with the 14s. We were 45 out. You said no.
I think from here, mate, there's going to be some damage.
Yeah, but you try here if you don't. Yeah.
Well, that was a great set play there.
If they go left, they stacked up left and they got the winger just there by himself.
We're going to punch back right through Buden. Buden wants this ball. Drew them in. They've done a great job here drawing them in because now we're talking about a serious, even with the short numbers, we're punching here 5v4.
Both halves on one side there.
Avery steps inside. Coxedge looking to get the ball out.
He's knocked it on.
He's trying to push it. He's lost the control. He's lost the ball there, unfortunately.
Again, playing behind, you start to see these little things because don't forget, we're talking about 15-year-old kids and sometimes they're not at that stage where they're developing pressure, but it's a good place to hand it over. Tackle 2, they've made -3 metres. The lights are on here, by the way.
Lights have just come on here at Katoomba. Thank God for local council and these fantastic new LED light towers. It's been amazing. So this will be pitch black in about 20 minutes' time. There's no doubt in my mind.
100%.
Magpies got them trapped. Knock on. Just that little bit of extra pressure. Katoomba's in a good position here.
You might have seen the blue shirt there on the sideline. You know, the end of the world for him. Poor guy.
Oh, bugger, yeah. Well,
shouldn't be there, but anyway.
Mate, Katoomba, they're trying their hardest here to do the best they can, and they've got themselves in the lead, and they want to stay in the lead. There's no doubt they want to stay in the lead, but...
Well, they've just made 3 changes, and I think they've put their starting team back on.
Yeah. Magpies are going to switch this out here. This is just going to be simple draw pass, shape. Oh, he's come off the left foot and got himself. I tell you what, he nearly got through. Yep. Tally-ho paper only that stopped him, but they're going to work out to the left. They've still got numbers 4v3.
Yeah,
they get out there.
Yeah, this will be
Bevan's
tough.
through. It'll be hard to stop from here.
They've got to hold him up, and if they don't hold him up, and he gets to play the ball there, shot on the left-hand side, the Devils.
This must just go catch pass. Oh, he's got the cheeky squirrel.
No, he got held up.
Knock on Benny over the line.
Oh, knock on. Thought he was held up, but he's found a little bit of a...
The gap was there. I tell you what, it opened up like a bloody donut shop on Sunday, and he tried to go over the line, and he just dropped it. He'd lost it.
Talking about donuts, had donuts in the Gold Coast recently. They don't have holes in them. They're like jam donuts.
Well,
amazing.
Is that even a donut?
Well, I think it's a cake, but anyway.
It is a cake. I agree with you. But anyway, back to the action. Here we go. So Katoomba punching out from their 10-metre line. They've got 90 metres to go. Magpies will be wanting to hold this very strong. Well, there's a...
That's twice now they've had the receiver way too far away from the scrum. Not a bad run from the young fella, but he's going to get dragged, pushed.
Yeah. He's pushed back now 5 metres from his own try line.
Boone's in a dummy half there.
Well, he's been disruptive, we'll call it. Good. So we've got to watch that lift there. We already saw one in the first tackle go for a spear, so we've got to be very, very careful.
The first tackle of the game, wasn't it?
It was the first tackle of the game.
Reminds me of the old Adrian Morley run in one of the test matches. He lasted about 10 seconds, mate, then he got punted. So
there we go. Katoomba looked to spread the ball.
Not a bad play. They did hand it over there early twice, so they tuck and run. Not a bad thing.
Well, I think the big thing for the Magpies there is that little knock on. The referees caught it.
That play the ball was kicked back like he was playing tunnel ball.
Well, when that knock-on happened, young Harrison Heslop celebrated like it was Christmas. He thought he just got a brand-new push bike. So Magpies on the attack. They know what this is worth. You can tell.
Yeah, I've just heard someone out the back here called 2-point field goal.
2-point field goal.
You need a good long hard look at yourself, young fella.
I don't think that's going to happen, Benny.
Well, they got to kick it from the red line, and they're sitting on the other red line. That's not the 40-metre line. So
Lawrence.
Oh,
well, it was a worm burner. Coxedge fumbles. It was not a great pass, was it? It was not a great pass.
There. They'll be setting up the scrum here, which is just killing time. I'd love to get a time check, but they're in focus here. The coaches for the Magpies. They're not going to want to answer any questions from up here. I do like the vantage point. We're up here like the old Muppets. What were their names? The old puppets up in the end of the. I can't remember their names.
Oh, Benny, stop it, stop it. You're right, though. I tell you what, you wouldn't want to be playing A grade next, would you?
No, that
The conditions are dropping like flies. It's terrible. The wind, the
where
rain.
else would you be? Like I could be home in front of a fire,
Oh, fireplace at the local.
eating patisseries.
Yes, indeed. Here we go. Again, they've gone that long floating pass trying to get outside the Magpies.
And a knock on there.
Referee's
knock
called
back.
back.
Yeah.
Tell you,
He's gonna
but
go
he's
out.
taking towards the sideline, and that'll be him. He's out. Done. Take it out. Magpies, 3 opportunities now.
got-
This is their third chance, Benny, to make some magic happen.
I put the flag up, 20 metres out. I'll tell you what, if I'm a Devils fan, they are doing their best to hand the game back to the Magpies. He's called time off. There is no time off. Hopefully the managers haven't pressed the clock. He's done himself a mischief, the young fella here. He's getting a bit of treatment.
Yeah, mate, with any luck, you'll be okay.
A-graders are rolling up to get warmed up. Good luck. It's not going to happen.
Oh, I don't think you can warm up here, mate. It is freezing cold. But they're going to have a go.
Hey, tell you what, they're pretty big. I wouldn't want to be out there. The last time I jumped on a field, I ran out of Tongan International and he put me into the moon, so I'm not doing that again.
He did. That was right. I remember that, Benny. That was out at the Norwest Bulls,
Yeah.
mate. A fantastic day that was. It was
Well,
the
I
last
found
day
out-
you touched the ground.
I found out the last time he played was for the World Cup, for Team Tonga in the World Cup
That's
2 years
true.
beforehand. So
That is very
stupid
true.
me decided to run at him, so that's not happening again.
Mate, we've got an unfortunate injury that's happened here to the young Katoomba player as he comes off the field. Poor bugger. Looks like he's done himself a bit of a mischief.
Well, it's that key word. It's a syndesmosis of the ankle, I think.
Yeah, right. No, indeed.
Didn't know syndesmosis was a thing until 2 years ago, but it's just a sprained ankle. But obviously, the young fella's come out.
It sounds better with a big word like syndiomosis or whatever
Yeah.
that was. But anyway, we're back into the action, and here we go. He's pushed off the play. Oh, we had a bit of retaliation here.
Yeah,
Players
just stay
come
out of it,
in.
boys.
Hall's come in from the wing.
That's been
Got to
brewing
be
a little
careful.
bit. A little bit of brew there.
Nothing but a little bit of push and shove. Nothing fancy. We don't have to get too upset with ourselves.
Referee hasn't said anything to anyone. Interesting.
No, it's good refereeing. There was no reason to stop it up. Burden on the attack now. Looks for that hole back on the inside. I think you're going to see if Johnson can go at the line here. They've got numbers, Magpies. They can really put some pressure
Bevan
on
again.
here.
Oh,
Oh, he's held onto
no,
it.
yeah, he's
just.
held onto it just.
Whoa. I'll tell you what, they need some of that sticky spray. But here we go.
The rain is
Lawrence, it's coming down on
even.
us now. There's no doubt about it.
Got
We're going to
numbers
the
here.
corner.
Oh, he's going to stay. It's going to be hard pressed for him not to go out.
How he didn't go out in the wet weather is beyond me. We just said how great the field is and how good the conditions are, and here
Yes,
we are
yeah.
now. It's raining.
It's snowing.
Oh, hang on. Obstruction back inside his own player. He's got to
Gone
go
out.
out over the line.
He's gone out
Either way, it had to go to it had to go to the Mountain Devils there.
just
Either way.
quietly. I don't know if our camera technician Angela can see this, but these corner posts look like 2 wooden sticks. They
They-
look remarkably like the ones you see at the park benches. So
They do
stay
indeed.
away.
They do indeed. Do not hit them. They are going to hurt like freight trains. Let's try and see if we can get ourselves a quick score check
Oh, for
here.
the girls, yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, girls. We've been in fashion. Magpies gone ahead 12-0
Tyler Dengate Magna with a
With a
brace,
double.
with a double,
with a double. So Magpies 12-0 here. Could this be
first ever.
a first ever Magpies game, a first ever Magpies victory for these girls? If it is, there will be celebrations aplenty.
Well, let's not forget the last time they played Windsor. Windsor got them on the bell.
Yeah, well,
Literally scored the winning try on the bell. This kid's going out.
he's gone out there. He's brought over the line. I'm going to make
They're trying to give the game back to the Magpies. There's 3 times in a row they've done that.
I'm going to make an executive decision here, and for this girls' team, they've done so hard. And I think, mate, if they go through and win this game today, I reckon we got to get a bit of a barbecue or sausage sizzle going for them next Thursday night at train, and they deserve something, mate. They've done a great job this year, and props to them. It's been very
Yeah.
tough, mate. They've come in underdogs in every game they play. They've really, really, really struggled, mate, and they've tried their absolute best. They go up against some Goliath teams that have been playing junior rugby league for a very long time. Well, here they are, 12-0 up.
3 of their last 4 games, they've had St Mary's, they've had Minchinbury, they've had Brothers,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure before that was St Clair. So they've had 3 of the 4 big guns of the competition.
And it's tough. It's tough, mate. There isn't anybody that wants to go up against some of those guys.
Nah.
Action-packed with Lisa Fiola players and Harvey Norman players. So
a little bird told me that there was I think the young girl Rochelle that scored the try. She scored 4 last week.
she
too,
scored
actually.
4 last week, Franklin. She was
Yeah.
on fire. But anyway, look, Benny, we shouldn't get sidetracked on the girls. Congratulations to them. And
Pissing
let's
down.
keep up that weather. It is now
Excuse the
absolutely...
language, but it's raining.
Oh, it is raining. It's coming in sideways. It's that good.
Bevan with a good run.
But we're back into action here, and we're trying our hardest. I'm trying to give you some coverage, Benny, under the umbrella.
Oh, I'm all good, mate. You know what?
Let's just keep the gear safe. he
Yeah,
says.
keep the stuff that's expensive. Me, I'm not that expensive.
Hey, don't sell yourself short, mate. All right, here we go. Magpies on the attack, working the ball out to the right-hand side. Lawrence looks to spread it. Heslop goes the fake, steps back inside. Brought down well by Katoomba.
There's those two kids again. They just got each numbers on. There's a dad floating down here going ballistic. Good kick.
Kick through
dead,
depth.
actually.
Well, any other field, guaranteed.
Yeah.
That would have held up.
Yeah.
Here, no chance.
No, it's 3 meters, if that.
No chance. No chance. But anyway, we're back underway here. I'm telling you what, I haven't been to Katoomba Showground for a very long time, and I'm absolutely loving it. Despite the rain, the wind, the coldness, I feel fresh. It's a great place to be. Here we go, tackled down on the 30-metre line.
End of the day, on the way home, there's a nice coffee shop in Lura. I'm sure we can stop and get ourselves a hot chocolate with some marshmallows.
You never know. Buden with Lawrence. Strong today, Buden. He's had a great game, in my opinion. He's been one of the best on park. Terrible play the ball. Terrible.
Again, they're just trying to give the game. Like,
no doubt about it.
The coach has got no hair. I've seen him. It's a beanie, but he's got no hair.
You talking about President Matt Hall?
No, I'm talking about the Devils coach. He is.
Yes.
He has lost the last 5 minutes when they've handed the ball back on tackle 2-3 times. He's bald, that bloke. He's got no hair.
Yeah, mate. We are having a right treat here in this wet weather, ladies and gentlemen. If you're sitting at home watching this, just could not get any worse.
Hang on, we're gonna send Matt Hall a shout out. He's in shorts.
Where is he?
He's just down in front on the right hand side.
He's a lunatic. He's gone mad. He gave away that many meat trays last night at the club in support of the Northwest Magpies. He was out selling. He did a great job. We had our under-6s Friday night lights for the first time. It was a bit of fun.
Did you hear his new nickname?
No.
Oprah?
Everyone
gets a meat tray.
Everyone gets a meat tray. All right, that's a good one. Oprah.
Tackle 3 here, I think.
I'll tell you what. If Magpies go in here, there's something that's definitely going to happen, and Katoomba could capitulate at any moment.
Well,
next to score.
I think if the I don't know how long's to go, but it wouldn't be a hell of a lot of time left.
We've coughed
good tackle
up the
there.
lollies.
That was a good tackle. It was just under the ball, popped it out.
It was good.
There'd be no advantage there if they want to run a scrum.
They'll be trying to play as hard as they can here, mate, trying to push through.
This will be a red set. Just, hey, tuck and run, guys. Got to get to our kick here. They haven't got it the last 4 sets.
Get to our kick. Keep working hard. Keep doing the job. This is all the coach will be sending out now.
Good tackle.
Good ball and all tackle. Well done, Connor Johnson. He's been strong as well today, young Connor.
He's
had a stellar game. Congrats to him.
Their middles, both Connor and Cooper.
Forward pass.
No touchy.
Anyhow, no touchy. So
Connor and
had a breakaway. Avery, pressure's on here.
Good tackle.
Great tackle. You see him line him up right shoulder, brought down to the ground. Absolutely fantastic. Shades of his older brother there. Magpies just caught a little bit unawares. Bevan says, come here. Slams him down onto the ground. I'll tell you, it's been a valiant effort. I understand the Magpies shot away to a couple, but they were always going to tie it down with only 12 on the field. It was always going to be difficult. And to hold in the way they are, I think it's been a great game. Here we go. Ball's gone high.
Kick.
Pressure on Hall under the wet weather. Great hands.
Good take. Not too close to the sideline, young fella. Good job.
What a great effort there from young Liam Hall.
Yeah, that's a pressure take. And
had
a penalty.
And drew the penalty,
Yeah,
mate. He was playing the pest. I tell you, and he did the right thing there and got the penalty. Mate, quick kick for touch here. They don't want to be taking too much time. There is not a lot of time left in this fixture.
I've seen the Devils coach go to the table twice. It's called time off for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
We've got a blue shirt Katoomba player down.
Have they tapped the head?
Well, I think this is a tough call. It is part of the rules. You can't do much about it, but
he was limping out of the tackle. It was a good tackle that was a Bevan tackle, so I'm pretty sure he's picked up a knock. The ref's going to go over and have a check because if their players' safety is paramount here. So I know there's people on the sideline yelling and carrying on, but they just need to be quiet and let the kids play footy.
That's right, Benny. Let's just get into the spirit of the game. We're not here to see anyone get hurt. So just while medics are attending to that young Katoomba Devils player, it's good to see Magpies come together in a huddle, have a bit of a chat, get their footy sorted, and get together on what's the game plan for this next couple of minutes.
You can see the Devils don't want the time off either. They're set. They're ready to go. They've got the defensive line set. Just as a bit of a byway, we've got the A grade for, I'm guessing that's Devils?
No, that's Hawkesbury Hawks, mate. They've made the trip up the mountain, so there's a great fixture coming up next, Katoomba v Hawkesbury.
And I'll give you the tip. I won't be here.
I'll be packing up and I'll be out of here.
Good luck to both teams involved in that A-grade fixture. I will be keeping a very close eye on the internet. It's good that Katoomba's here set up for their tackle. They know that.
Well, we're
how
starting
it works and all that kind of stuff, and they're ready to make they want to finish the game.
The wind is picking up gently. The umbrellas are blowing all over the shop, and we're doing our absolute utmost. Referee's coming back into position. We're going to see a play on from here.
Kudos to Pandora. They've provided the umbrella for our video technician, Ange. It's holding sway, just good enough.
We apologise for any inconvenience you're witnessing in audio or video, but the conditions are...
One of our guys are going to have to get that footy.
Here we go.
No one else will be. Thank you, ground manager.
All right, here comes the ball back into action
here. Is there another ball? We've got to get another ball. Normally have 2 footies, don't we, Ant?
We'd like for 2 footies, but there we go.
We're going to have to score off this because they can't call time off, but this will definitely be Magpies' last opportunity. Can you see if we can pull something out of the bag? They've dropped the winger.
The pressure's
and
on.
The fullback's just going to...
Katoomba's going to scoop this ball up here.
And just get tackled or
He
voluntary
surrendered.
tackle.
And Magpie's on the ball. He's passed out. He's gone for the offload.
Not exactly what you want to be doing. Run out. Don't know. There'll be no offload. It's crazy.
Well,
football.
it's gone forward.
And we got
Magpies on the ball.
Oh, we've kicked
Referee seen the knock on. And there we go. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. The extra player down made it tough for the Magpies, but you got to be proud of both teams. I thought they did a great job on all accounts. Congratulations for Katoomba for getting the win in the end, only by 2.
Yeah, well,
this is the way the game's played, mate. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yep. And Matt Hall called it early, just saying don't take them too lightly just because they're a distance away on the table. So it's not saying that they did, and I think fatigue had a little bit to do it today. And
Absolutely.
And the Devils, they just held on there, and they did their best trying to again hand the game over at the end there. I don't know why we're doing multiple offloads, but end of the day, the football ended up over the sideline. Unfortunately, the Magpies have gone down 14-12, I think.
14-12 final score,
yeah.
Benny, but everyone should be proud. It was a good effort here, and like we said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But, mate, that'll do us from up here at Katoomba Showground.
Absolutely.
I don't know about you. That was the fastest absolutely I've ever heard.
It's cold.
I'll
give you the tip. It's cold.
There's
it's
no
not
doubt
as cold
about
as it was at Tampa 2 weeks ago with the wind howling, but it is kind of cold. And, wet.
And wet. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining in, watching Magpies TV. Another great game here for the Northwest Magpies. Congratulations to both sides. Be proud of yourselves and be proud of your efforts. Massive shout-out to their sponsor, Trademark, and to everyone in Magpie Land that makes this happen every weekend. Big shout-out to you guys, and congratulations, and well done.
Yeah, good day of football. Get home, get dry.
Yes.
Thank you, Angela, our camera technician.
Big shout-out to everybody, guys. Well done for the whole entire team. We'll be back next week with round 15, Benny.
Well, the last round for all teams other than Division 1. Division 1 have got an extra week, but most teams will finish up next week before the finals. So be good to get a win before the finals start. But, mate, I think Tony Chalmers down there from Channel 9 is cold. He is giving us the wind-up. He has put the scissors.
Yes, they definitely want to make things happen and they want to go home. So A-Grade's about to get on. So, everybody, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. We'll see you here on Magpies TV.
See you guys.
See you guys.